Thanks for joining today's Shelter Music Boston program. My name's Julian. I'm so excited for you to be here with us. I'm super excited to introduce you to a friend, bandmate, collaborator, amazing human, Zach, to be bringing amazing music and his story today.
Thanks, Julian. It's so great to be here, and it's great to be here with all of you tuning in. So my name is Zach, and I am a musician, as you can see and as you heard, and I play maybe the largest saxophone you've ever seen, the baritone sax. The baritone sax is a lot like the cello, which some of you might know, because it's just the lowest main. It's really funky, it's fun, it's danceable, it can be sweet, it can be rockin'. And when I love the baritone sax because, as my stepdad likes to say, it's a party in a box whenever you take it out. So I came to the saxophone when I was just 9 years old. The saxophone, I saw a kid take it out from a blue box, a gold and shiny object, and then put a rainbow neck strap on. As you see, I just have a boring old black one, but he had a cooler one. And he takes it out, and it was loud and beautiful, and I thought, hey, I want to do that too. That's why I started playing the saxophone. Just because I was inspired by someone else playing it. You never know who's going to inspire you. It could even be somebody that you don't know. Then my parents took me to Klez Canada. And Klez Canada is a klezmer music festival. You probably don't know what klezmer is. That's okay, I'll tell you. Klezmer is Eastern European Jewish party dance music. It's designed to get you dancing, moving, and grooving. They would play it in the old country, in the shtetl. Can you all say that? Shtetl. One more time. Shtetl. Shtetl means village, an old village in Eastern Europe. And people would play klezmer music, like the kind you're about to hear, for the villages to keep themselves happy, keep themselves warm, because it was cold and it's in the middle of the winter, and if you didn't have electricity, you would just sit around a fire, play klezmer music, and usually eat borscht, a nice cup of hot beet soup. I don't know, you might not think beets taste so good in a soup, but they loved it. That's what they would eat. They would play klezmer music, and this is what it sounds like.
Wow, Zach, what was that amazing rhythm we were playing there?
I'm glad you asked, Julian, because this rhythm, as you heard, klezmer is filled with this amazing rhythm called the bulgar. Bulgar. Can you all try to say that? Bulgar. Once more. Bulgar. And the bulgar is this amazingly fun rhythm. It sounds like this. Can you try clapping with me? The bulgar is such a deep, deep rhythm. It kind of gets you dancing a little bit. That's because it has a little bit of downbeats, a little bit of upbeats, all built in, known as syncopation. Maybe you've heard that word too. The bulgar is in so many klezmer pieces, and I think that's the big reason why it gets you dancing. But also, you might have heard that the melody sounds sad, a little bit sweet, maybe it sounds happy, it has a lot of emotions in it. And I'll ask for you to think, when we play this next piece, to think what emotions do you hear in the klezmer music? Also, I'll ask you one more thing. Clap along to the bulgar the whole time. Can you do it? Just keep that going. Were you able to do it? Did you hear the bulgar in that piece? I'll tell you what, that piece was the very, very first, pretty sure it was actually the very first klezmer song that I ever learned. My mother taught that piece to me around when I was 9 or 10 years old. And I learned another klezmer piece, and then I learned another klezmer piece, and then another one, and pretty soon, I don't know, I know maybe over 100 klezmer songs. It just happens one at a time. So I thought that was a very, very fun thing to do, to learn these klezmer pieces, and it connected me not only to my instrument and to music itself, which I love, but also to my family, to my ancestors, because my grandfather was a cantor in his synagogue. Cantor is someone who sings old Jewish melodies for the prayer services. And his father, my great-great-grandfather as well. So I come from actually 4 generations of these Jewish musicians who are just passing on these beautiful, beautiful melodies through our time and through our history. And I feel very special and privileged and lucky to get to share, to get to be a part of this and to share this music with you. So we're going to play you one more piece together, and I hope that for this one you'll stand up. So go ahead and stand up, give it a try. And this is a really fun piece because it's called the Backwards March. What do you think you're gonna do during this one, huh? That's right, well, you're gonna march backwards. That's the idea. Typically, in a little shtetl, we already know what a shtetl is, an old little village, the local people would all gather around the water, the little pond in their village, and would march backwards so that they would not turn their backs on the Sabbath bride every Friday night. And this is the very same melody that you're going to hear. It's very, very old, maybe even 150 years old at least. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thanks so much for joining today's video, Zach. You're such a gem. Thanks so much for sharing all this amazing music with us.
Thank you so much for having me. It was really great to play with all of you.
Bye.